Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of markrushton.com. It is Wednesday, June 9th, 2021, and I'm doing better. I had a filling on Monday and kind of had to deal with a little bit of tooth sensitivity the past few days. So no videos, and I'm starting to feel much better today, so I'm back at it. And today's video is called What Are Advancements? What are advancements? Well, an advancement is where you take money ahead of time from when you normally would, like you're out with your friends and you say, I don't have any money. Can you spot me a 20? That's an advancement, right? That something like that. I mean, they were in the recording industry, and we're going to focus mainly on the recording industry here. When a band gets signed to a label, they usually get an advancement on future royalties. I mean, you're going to have to pay it back someday, right? And of course, it's after the record company takes their 85% cut first. That's how a lot of industry contracts have been in over the years. I don't know what they are today. Of course, I'm 100% independent, so I don't really care, right? But you see this all the time in the news, particularly with legacy bands and just even people who've signed contracts in the last couple of decades, But why would a band sign that sort of a contract where you get an advancement? Well, some of that money might go towards the recording budget, but largely a lot of that may be that the band needs to not be working a job or something like that, and so they want them to be working on the album, writing songs, recording, and things like that. There may be other reasons too. You never know. Like they sign a band and they start looking into the band, and they've got maybe a member of the band has online gambling debts, or maybe they've got an old fine from a drunk driving conviction, or maybe they're behind on their property tax. Who knows? I have no idea. So that money there goes to take care of some things, when you have an advancement, right? Now, in the publishing world, a songwriter may sign a deal where they receive an advancement on their publishing royalties. And why is this? It's because publishing royalties don't get paid out for a year or 2 or 3 or 4 years, particularly the foreign publishing royalties. They take forever to arrive. So if you're a songwriter and you're getting your songs out and people are covering them, or you're a songwriter of a certain stature, then typically you can get sort of an advancement on that. So you don't have to be playing the bar and putting bread in the jar and say, man, what are you doing here? And so anyway, yeah, foreign royalties take forever to arrive. That's one thing I've learned here in the past few years. Those foreign royalties just take forever. I mean, trust me, I know. Trust me. And speaking of trusts, I don't want to diverge too much off the recording industry stuff, but 20 years ago or so, people put money into trusts to protect it for estate planning purposes, because of the ever-changing nature of inheritance laws. So, a trust, that sort of a trust may have language in it about taking an advancement. It's not unlike a recording contract or a publishing contract where, money is paid out in advance or during the contract here before that revenue starts coming in, isn't released for some reason, whatever, right? And this may get spent different ways as well. For recording artists, everything needs to be documented. So if you take an advancement as the artist, you need to document what you took and maybe also what you spent it on, right? That'd be nice. So yeah, you want to do everything with a competent attorney. Don't get one of those slip and fall lawyers. Don't get an ambulance chaser. I mean, you want somebody who's competent, who paid attention in law school, who's, maybe they're in an established firm rather than a storefront or something like that. I don't know. It's amazing to me that people don't understand this concept. And, you borrow money, you sign a contract, you borrow money, and you got to pay it back. It's like getting a credit card, right? You get a credit card, and eventually you're going to have to pay it back. Oh, I know you can declare bankruptcy and all that sort of stuff, but don't be stupid. A lot of people are just, and a lot of people who do that, they realize it was kind of stupid, right? So anyway, I know, yeah, it's a foreign concept to a lot of people. Yeah, listen, I've seen people with their master's degrees that don't seem to understand math or even basic legal agreements. It's really kind of sad. Um, their attitude is, I don't know what their attitude is. It's not my fault. Where's my money? And you know what? You can't argue with these people. They don't understand the concept, or they're so greedy that they don't get it, right? And you see a lot of this in the music news. A lot of the reporting. This is why I don't like music journalists, is because they write all these articles about here, like, oh, this band got screwed because the contract that they signed. And yeah, some of that we do need contract reform within the industry, but um, you sign the contract and how did you spend the money? And they go run off to the journalists and see, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. It's Spotify's fault. It's Steve Jobs' fault back in the days when they sold downloads. And I think it was the CDs. The CDs were the fault. Right? Going back to just go, it's a never ending argument to these people. There's never enough money for them. So yeah, I don't know. They have the, let's see. Anyway, that's why I'm 100% independent artist. I haven't signed any record deals. I've never signed any publishing deals. I can wait on my royalties. I'm a patient person. What can you say? If you live your life like there's no tomorrow, then everything you've got, you're probably gonna have to steal. Right? Yeah, you found that the simple life ain't so simple when you got out on your own. I know. I'm joking. Here. And let's get that thumbnail out here. And who's our thumbnail for today? Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Look out, kid. It's something you did. Bob Dylan, Subterranean Homesick Blues. All right, this is Mark Rushton of markrushton.com. And it is Wednesday, June 9th, 2021. It's hot and soupy out there. It's summertime and the living's easy. All right, man. Talk to you later.